Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game he is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone. Knocked down at the 11. So Missouri's offense will go on the attack first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And, man, he is going to be tasked at that QB spot with a tremendous challenge. This unit, they're top 10 in sacks, and they're going to be pinning their ears back, flying around like you've watched them on tape. And so, Palmer, when you're a QB, man, you know you're going against guys that can get to you fast, that win, that hit quarterbacks. Like, what's going through your head to start a football game?
You are not going to... Pulls it in down the sideline. Flying out to the left. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is the huge play as this offense rolling. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. That's reeled in. It's Edwards. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And he avoids the sack.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Just keeps slinging it. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Turns up, it's Edwards. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Fresh set of downs going up top. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Quick give. He's got enough. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Cantrell. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on 4th. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking down the middle. What a grab with one hand. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, it wasn't just 4th and short. Nowadays, man, so much.
Got some room in him to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keep it on the ground. Sees a crease. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right?
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Looking for a man. It's Cantrell. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Coleman. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Coleman. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Left side, it's Poole. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Drops back. It's Cantrell. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Running behind that left side. Makes his man miss. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Setting up the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stopped from no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not get any extra.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. He leaves it with the back. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield. It's Cantrell. Out wide left. It's Riley. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Reporting from the Missouri sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And here comes the offense on second down. On play action. Left side is Edwards. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll go to the air. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads in the nick of time.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. Complete to the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Drops back on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Poole. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Wants to throw on first. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Long way to go on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. He'll get rid of it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wideout. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught him.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 15 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the home team in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The give to the back. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Quick give. It's Riley. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They give it back to him. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Hits inside. It's Riley. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to pass. It's Cantrell. They're all over it. Just got rid of that one.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together.
He's got it out. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. From the gun, looking for a man. And he gets it away. So the 2-point try is no good, and there is an injured player on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Sells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man all by himself. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Missouri wants to go fast. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Going to the ground. Breaks into the open. Pass to 6. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Run ends there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Cantrell. Got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Drives inside. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gets the back moving. Second down to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Riley. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They've been really good moving the chains on third down. Now 1 yard away from another first down on this drive. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Second and goal for this offense. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown tie! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Good job just to get rid of that one.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
On the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They made a little trouble for themselves with that penalty. Now 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it behind the line. It's Riley. Pulled to the ground.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Making the adjustment on the play. To the air, it's Cantrell. Got his man downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rule will check on his condition. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Riley. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's going to take off. Turning it on. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, it's blocked. They stop him short. A 4th down stuff, and they'll have a chance to pull one out late.
Oh, and the defense needed that, right? If that field goal gets made here in the 2nd half, all of a sudden it's a 2-possession game. But by getting the block, they keep this thing really close. Let's see how their offense can respond.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might Instead, it'll be third down.
And that's a missed opportunity by the offense here late in the game in the fourth quarter. I know that's a 50-50 ball, but I think that's one that the receiver really should have come up with. He drops it, and as a result, we miss an opportunity at an explosive play.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great